come walk through the woods with me and let's talk about burnout. Every single person is going to have a different level in which they will be able to handle what is expected of them. They're going to have a different capacity depending on what's going on in the rest of their life. And they may experience burnout differently. I think that a lot of people could avoid it, to be completely honest, if they know what their non-negotiables are, if they know that it is okay to have fun in the gym, if they know it is okay that they don't have to be perfect, if they know it is okay to ask their coaches for certain things during certain periods of their life, and it is okay to not always be 110% dedicated to the cause. I think one of the most important things for me over time is that at first I feel like I competed for other people and I felt like I had to live up to an expectation as I kind of competed at an elite level pretty quickly, versus now, as I've gotten older, as there's so much more life outside of powerlifting for me and stressors, I see as powerlifting as something I do for myself. And I'm lucky enough and grateful to be gifted within the sport and compete at the elite level. Now, this does not mean that right now, currently, to compete at this elite level, I do not dedicate myself and my family so much to allow me to do that. And could I potentially experience burnout because of that? Absolutely. Do I see me being competitive at the top level for everything? No. And I think being realistic with that is something that has made me more self-aware, and it has also allowed me each time that I enter a prep in which I know I am going to not just dedicate the time in the gym, that's the easy part, but take care of variables outside of the gym, the ones, and then all of the extra ones I know I need to do to give me the best chance to succeed in my goal. I ask myself each time I get to another meet prep, do I want to do this right now? Am I ready to take this on right now? Is this the right choice for myself and for my family? And I think allowing myself to do that makes it an active decision each time. The other thing I will say that I have done within the past couple of years, and I feel like it's probably pretty obvious if you have been along for the journey, thank you, allow myself to compete for fun. Like, not every single time needs to be dialed in, needs to be on top of it, needs to be a PR meet. Sometimes the fun meets will be, and sometimes they're not. And I think, again, giving up that expectation of I have to live up to others and what they want from me, I have to be X, Y, and Z at each meet, has allowed me to enjoy the process and compete in those meets in which it might not be a PR total, but I can still have a great showing, I can still have fun, and I can fall in love with the sport again. And I think that is really important for feelings of burnout. My dog is running away. There have been 2 times in which I truly thought I was gonna give up the sport. One time, they both kind of also revolved around injuries. Injuries are super frustrating when they're long-term, when they are tough, when you can't train like you want to, but beyond that, it's affecting your outside life. There were 2 times I truly thought I would give up the sport. One time I ended up getting pregnant, so I did give up the sport for a while. Didn't think I would come back. The other time was after I came back. I thought I was done, and I didn't really train for powerlifting for 6-8 months, and I allowed myself to give it a try. And when I did, that is exactly what I said, I'm going to give it a try. Didn't commit to anything long term. Lastly, I think it's important to allow yourself to have different phases in powerlifting. The phase I'm in right now, yes, I'm committed to being the best that I can. I'm competing at the top level, and I know what that's going to take outside of the gym, right? So inside the gym's the fun part, but there are so many sacrifices outside of the gym that I know I actively make every day and that have become a part of my life, but I know that it won't be forever. There'll be a time when I stop competing at this level. Doesn't mean I have to stop competing. Doesn't mean I have to stop having fun. Doesn't mean I will stop getting strong, but that I won't sacrifice the same that I do outside of the gym. And again, I think being an active participant in your journey is so important to not experience burnout. And if you are experiencing burnout, take a step back, have a conversation with yourself, understand what your non-negotiables are for your mental happiness, right? So I have some non-negotiables for my mental happiness, for my physical health, and I think that over time, those just compound and make it easier to not experience burnout and make that level that you do higher, the cap that you have for stress higher. And I think that is really, really important.